Hey guys, it's the one and the only Rady. Okay, maybe there's another Rady out there. Maybe I should not claim the Rady status. It's like looking at Oliver's Sykes right now. So Oliver can't claim all the Oliver names because there's other. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this. Hey guys, I'm Rady. It's like Rady but without the O, and I wanted to. What did I want to do? So I have my driver's license. Crazy as it is. It did take me 3 tries to get it, which I'm sort of unimpressed with, but it happens. So the first time I took it, I was extremely nervous. I'm sure a lot of people are extremely nervous when they take their driver's test. Just a lot of things going through my mind. You know, you hear like all these stories where the DMV guy, he takes you and then he like buries you, and then you're buried and you're not alive anymore because you got buried and taken away, and you didn't get your license because now you're not alive. And then also thinking about how you could fail. I'm sure nobody wants that to happen, but you know, you think about that like, oh my god, I might fail, and kind of having that, I guess, anxiety going on. I guess I wasn't, you know, the most confident. I didn't crash. I did fairly okay. I had to retry on my parallel parking. Like, I had to like readjust my parking, I guess. I didn't pass. I missed it by 6 points. It was a 79%. I'm okay with that. I kind of sort of knew I wasn't gonna pass the first time just because I was very nervous, and so I rescheduled. I practiced, I think it's like back out of a driveway and stay like as close to the curb as possible. I practiced that. I mastered that parallel parking, and I made sure I was going the speed limit. I left out pouring down rain for my first test, and I was going 5 miles under the speed limit, and he docked me down for driving slow, but I did not want to crash and die. I haven't been down those roads in I was thinking of the worst. A kid with a ball could come running out. A lady with a sandwich could be just eating her sandwich. So second time, it was nice and dry. Didn't have to worry about the rain. So I was going the exact speed limit, none under, none over. I thought everything was okay, but he had me, you know, back out of the like driveway thing and be as close to the curb as possible. I did my best, and it's so hard to stay close to that curb. Oh my god, but I feel like I did okay, and I was like head swiveling every time he had me pull off the side of the road and then re-enter traffic. That turn signal kept on coming on. I kept on, you know, looking, being cautious, and so I guess I did the California stop, but I felt like I didn't. Maybe I was just too focused on doing the speed limit, making sure I keep on looking around, because they really want you to do that head swivel. I got marked down last time because he thought I was like only looking in my mirrors when I was like re-entering traffic or stuff, so I like was like making sure I looked all around before I like re-entered that traffic. And I stopped, and then I inched forward because you cannot see past all these trees and bushes in Washington. So I guess I didn't stop for 3 seconds. I thought I stopped good enough, but I guess I didn't. There was nobody right there because I stopped, and then I inched forward and looked, and then I turned. And I guess I made kind of a wide turn because he wrote that down, that it was a wide turn. I didn't notice there was no cars like coming in my direction, so I guess it didn't really matter, but I really needed to stay in my line. He didn't really say anything. He just kind of had me go back to the DMV. He didn't even have me do that parallel parking. I was sort of mad because I really worked super hard on my parallel parking skills. I had it down, and he just had me go back to the DMV, and he told me that I did the California stop, and that is a violation of law, and I did not get my license. And also, I sort of feel like I would have got my license, but he was actually training a person to become like a driving instructor, tester, whatever. So he was in the passenger seat, and he had a ride along so she could watch how they do the testing. So I feel like he critiqued me on every little thing because he is training somebody. After he told me I failed, I was like, oh, Okay. So instead of rescheduling, I needed to get my license that day because I told everybody I was getting my license. People would be like, "Congratulations, you got your license," and I'm like, yeah. That would be really, really sad and embarrassing. So I went to, I think it's called 911 driving school, and they have like free walk-in tests going on. They opened at 10, and then so we got there at 9:30 and just waited because I had to get my license. Like I said, and everybody's gonna like, you know, just like throw up all these balloons and be like, "Congratulations, we're so proud of you," and then I went in there, and the lady like looked up everything on the computer, and she's like, "Oh wow, he failed you by 1 point," and I'm like, I actually forgot to mention this, which is very critical in my failing the second time. He wanted me to use the parking brake. My grandpa did not show me anything about a parking brake, like the emergency parking brake. I know how to use the actual parking brake, but like the emergency thing. So I had no idea how to use it. He didn't teach me how to use it, and one of the first things the guy told me to do was set your emergency park brake, and I was like, I had to figure it out because I knew if I would have said, "I don't know what that is," he would have just like told me, "Okay, well, come back when you're ready." I had to, you know, wing it, so I kind of just figured it was that like black thing right there, so I just set it. Didn't know how to set it down though, so we kind of took off driving with my emergency brake up, and then it started beeping, and I'm like, he's like, "Your emergency brake is still up." I'm like, "Oh." And then I was able to set it down. Oh my god. But okay, anyways, we were at this driving school. It was really quick, simple. Unfortunately, I had to pay, I think it was $50 to do this. The instructor, he was extremely nice. Super, super friendly. A lot better than the other guys. I don't know, no offense to them. The first guy kind of just seemed like he had a rough night with his wife, and then the other guy just, you know, he's training somebody, you know how that is. So, but this guy, he even said, "I'm gonna be your neighborhood friendly driving instructor," or something like that, and I'm like, "Thank you. You are just a total sweetheart." And we did everything. We drove around, and I did really good on backing out of the driveway, staying really close to the curb, and I was doing that head swivel. I can't tell you how important that head swivel is. And I literally was not taking any more of this California stop, so every time we had to make a complete stop, I was like 1, 2, 3, and then inch forward and go. So I passed with an 89%. Of course, I'm not gonna get 100%. I'm not like a super genius. I kind of didn't do very well on the parallel parking. I had to do it in between cars. I was extremely, extremely nervous for damaging any vehicles, so that was not gonna happen. So I was pretty far away from the curb, so that's probably why I got docked points for that. But anyways, I got my license. I had to go back to the DMV. I had to wait an hour, and I had to pay for their application, so it was another $50. And I already paid for the last 2 tests I took, which they were $35. Less money than I spent at Hot Topic, so I guess I can't complain. Luckily, we got it. I didn't tell them that I took it twice because they don't need to know that unless they watch this video. So, but anyways, yeah, that's how I got my license, and everything turned out good. My picture turned out decent, actually. Okay, well, anyways, thank you guys for, you know, watching this. Do you guys have your license? How'd that go? Are you guys going to get your license or planning on it? Let me know how you're, you know, practicing. I know every like state or country or whatever is different for getting your driver's test, because I know here we're like obsessed with our curb, so backing out close to the curb and parallel parking as close to the curb as you can. So we are curb huggers. Thought we were tree huggers. I'm done talking because I'm just done talking. So I'll see you guys next time. I'm Rady, and bye.